This is the fourth episode of
The Reserves. We're back talking about the coaching carousel.
And last summer was NBA record 13 new coaches.
So
and if before you go on, if you don't remember who the coaches were, the Hawks hired Mike Budenholzer, Celtics hired Brad Stevens, the Nets hired Jason Kidd, the Buckets hired Steve Clifford, the Cavs hired Mike Brown, the Nuggets hired Brian Shaw, the Pistons hired Mo Cheeks, Clippers got Doug Rivers, the Memphis Grizzlies promoted David Yeager, the Bucks got Larry Drew, the Sixers got Brett Brown, the Suns got Jeff Hornacek, and the Kings got Mike Malone. And usually in the season we used to a lot of coaches getting fired. And during the season, only one coach got fired in season. That was Mo Cheeks. And me, I think that was too soon because we only gave him 25 games. With you have Brandon Jennings, Josh Smith, and Monroe and Drummond. The rookie Casey, whose name is? Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And I don't think he deserved that.
Yeah, I think it was a bit too hasty in pulling the trigger from.
But like Joe Dumars trying to save his job, and now after about 10 years, he has resigned. Not only do the Pistons need a head coach,
they
need a GM. And with the Pistons, I think they need to first figure out what they're going to do with their team.
Yeah,
because Josh Smith is not a small forward.
It's like they have talented players, but the pieces just don't match.
Jennings, who was known as a gunner, he was top 6 or 7, I think, in assists this year. He's gonna get a shooting up now. You have Drummond. You have to keep Drummond.
Greg Monroe is on the blow.
Greg Monroe actually is a restricted free agent. So can the team with cap space come and offer him too much money and you let him go and then you put Josh Smith to the floor, or do you keep Monroe because of youth and trade Josh Smith? So I think they have to hire a GM first. And the GM has to come from, before the GM even hires a coach, he has to say, well, this is how we're going to play, and either trade Josh Smith or decide to let Greg Monroe go.
I think a lot of GMs would probably be more reluctant to let go Josh Smith because he is such a versatile. Like, he can play the 3 and the 4.
But do you really want to play the 3? Look at what happened this season. Yeah. He played the 3. He wasn't hitting.
I mean, that's what. I mean, all right. When they say versatile in terms of playing, I mean, he could defend the 3 or the 4.
But him at the 3 does have new games. Look at the Pistons. The Pistons couldn't make playoffs in the Week East.
But I mean, does Monroe at the 4 win you?
If you have, I mean, if you have shooters.
The thing with Monroe, he could score and get you rebounds, but he's sort of a defensive. I would say he's a liability, but
you have Drummond in the back there. Then we have next you have the Warriors. Mark Jackson contract is up.
The referend.
And he better pray for no contract because Lakers was really stressed at the fact that this team is better than the 6th seed and he feels as if they should have been better.
I think it's all based on if they get out this first round. I don't know if they beat the Clippers in the first round.
I think the injury to Bogut might actually save his job because their biggest flaws against the Clippers now would be negated if Bogut was playing. So who knows, the injury to Bogut, which is a broken rib, might save Jackson's job.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hold on though. I think he's gonna be in Golden State next year. So
you think they're gonna give him a new contract?
Yeah, I think they're gonna give him a new contract.
And speaking of several players, if coaches coaching for the last players, Frank Vogel, that team has completely fell apart.
Yeah,
even though Larry Drew, via Kevin Pritchard said that Vogel is safe. Yeah. But if Vogel is safe, someone is in Hibbert or I think it's Hibbert.
I mean,
they need a point guard.
I don't think if the Hawks manage to win 2 more games, I think they're gonna let Vogel go. And that's how I honestly
they lose the Hawks.
Wait, because I don't think throughout. I don't want to say in history, but in recent years, have we ever seen a team combust like the Pacers?
No, never.
That's what is gonna factor into all of this. Like, what was he doing when the ship was sinking?
They asked him last game, "Do you think your players are motivated?" He said, "I don't know." Oh,
wow. What kind of answer is that from a coach? So what are you doing? What are you doing to motivate your players?
Right.
So you don't motivate your players. You shouldn't have to question that. That's your responsibility and your job as a coach.
Then we go down to Minnesota, and one of the greatest coaches of all time, and he's 8 all time in wins. Rick Alderman has been forced to retire because his wife has been having seizures. So, and he tried. I thought he was going to retire this summer. He said he retired, and he was always in the wrong place, the right place, in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
He lost to Jordan. He lost to Kobe. He lost. Who beat him? Remember that? I think his greatest feat to me Without T-Mac, without Yao, he won 22 games.
Yeah.
Chuck Hayes and Buddy was carrying that team.
Yeah, no, but you know, it's with that mini job. You know why like kind of see fit him in there?
Who?
Sam Cassell.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I think he did a good job this year as assistant coach for the Wizards.
They're looking at Sam Van Gundy, and I'd love to see Kevin Love in the Sam Van Gundy team.
Nah, I mean, I think that'd be cool. I don't know. I just picturing Sam Cassell Watkins, Minnesota days. Now I'm transitioning to the coach of that team. I think that'll be.
Speaking of Sam Cassell, well, let's say a lot of his growth has been attributed to Sam Cassell. And I think we go to LA now. There's a report came out that the Lakers are thinking about picking up D'Antoni's option for next year, but he is saying if he picked it up, pick up my 2014 option too. So he's saying, don't pick me for 1 year, give me 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think he should.
Give me Kobe the last 2 years.
He isn't in a position to be bargained. He has no bargaining chips left to bargain with. He didn't basically. I mean, the Lakers were fun to watch this season, but it wasn't an encouraging sign. Like, all right, let's give Mike D'Antoni another 2 years.
Yeah, but in this Mexico contract, I said I don't think anyone else could do better with this roster we had.
I mean, jeez. That was one of the worst defensive teams that you've seen
ever.
I don't know what ever seen a team.
But it's looking like the Lakers will be stuck with Pringles for another year. I don't think they like that. But can you imagine on a Zoom or?
Yeah, I mean that's the only hope the Lakers have right now is
drafting.
This draft is so deep that they could legit get another superstar to replace Kobe, or not to replace Kobe. You can't replace Kobe, but someone to give that fans, to build that hype around and say, all right, this is our next building block. This is going to be the next cornerstone for our franchise. So that's the only thing Laker fans really have to look forward to next year or two.
And in Utah, we have Ty Corbin is gone. He was under Jerry Sloan. He did alright. He made the playoffs 1 year. He barely missed the second year, and he had the worst record in the West this year.
Yeah,
which he wanted to do.
Yeah, so
they've been looking at this guy. I hope I pronounce his name right. Fred Kusenberg or something like that. He's friends with the GM of the team. So basically, they're not going for any high-paid coach.
Yeah, they trying to start fresh.
Now, like we already said, Vogel is coaching for his job.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is going to be an issue, but Chicago, Tibbs' contract is up.
Yeah, Tibbs is a free agent.
Yes, he's from New York and all that, but I still think that
Come to Tibbs, I know you're not probably going to watch our blog, but please come to New York, say where. Alright,
but I think the Bulls are going to do the smart thing and resign him.
I mean, that would be the most.
That'd be a game changer.
Yeah.
But I applaud what they're doing, but they're, right now, Ronnie Whitman is the worst coach in the NBA.
Why? Stop slamming.
Ronnie Whitman. Okay, what is the worst shot in the NBA?
I would say a short.
You there?
I know what you mean. Like
the mid range. Just say it.
Not the mid range, exactly, but the mid range right outside.
The mid range is the long two. The mid range is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say long. The
mid range is the worst shot in the NBA. Who leads the league in mid range shots? The Wizards. So say it all. Speak.
Wizards.
Thank you. The Wizards lead the league in the long two. And so the report has no knowledge that this is the worst shot. So the reporters asked Whitman, why do you take so much? Teams give us it, so I say if the shot is open, take it. I'm a jack. The best offenses in the NBA make you take long twos.
You mean best defense?
Sorry, the best defenses in the NBA make you take long twos. They encourage you to take long twos because it's the worst shot.
Yeah. So
if a coach is telling me the reason why he takes it because the defense gives it, makes you think you're an asshole.
That is a valid point.
I think Rodney Whitman is the worst coach in the NBA, and I think they would be better than their record.
You have to give them some credit because they've won 2 games in a series where they were the virtual.
I still think it's all
the players.
I think it's
not Rodney Whitman. He just shows up suit and tie. Hey, get in the game. They won games. He did nothing.
But I think there's a reputation attached to them. He doesn't know how to
manage players or
manage young players. He doesn't know how to develop players. All he knows to do is manage sort of kind of veteran players. So I think that's his strength. He has a lot of veterans. He had Goddard, Dre Millard, and Harrington, and so I think they need another coach. And they also Ernie Grunfeld is one of the worst GMs in the NBA as well.
Wow. Yes.
So everyone
aboard the Washington Wizards franchise.
And I think this them winning right now would actually give them security, and I hate that, which means they have more years of mediocrity.
Wow.
And then Brooklyn is safe, Charlotte is safe, Atlanta is safe, New York. Phil wants someone to run triangle, and as of now, you have Steve Kerr or Fisher who's about to retire.
I don't know who I would be more inclined to lean towards Steve Kerr, but then again you don't know what
Steve Kerr says he wants to coach in the West.
Wow.
But the job is his to lose.
Wow.
So Fisher, we don't know, can Fisher make the transition so far?
Like I don't know, it happened with kids, so it's possible. Even though it was a rocky start because everyone was on down chasing kids through pause no homo. After
10 games on the 500.
Yeah, so it was. I think it's a transition period that they need, probably like first 20 games or so, get their feet wet.
Like you said, Detroit, they need a coach and a GM. You have any suggestions? I would love for Billups to retire. Billups wants to be a GM. He doesn't want to be. He wants to be a GM.
Like I was thinking, I know it may be a bit out the wall
because she is. I don't think she's.
Yeah, I gotta say
she already is the.
Oh man, wait, if
she the assistant.
If she becomes coach of the Detroit Pistons, like I would watch every game.
Every game.
Oh, like attack every game. Attack every.
I love to see that.
Refs would hate that. The bad boys of Detroit would be back.
And I think that's it because the Bucks are safe, the Philly is safe, Orlando is safe, Boston is safe. Yeah, so it won't be like last summer where there were 13 new coaches. We'll see about at least 5 or 6.
Yeah, that should be
new coaches this year.
A lot of interesting hires.
As always, this was the
Reserves.